Hey everyone, Jason here from Sienci Labs. Today I'm taking a deeper dive into setting up our new tool length sensor by showing you a couple of ways of doing it. gSender just released with version 1.6.3, and it has our new tool length setup wizard, making installation super easy. However, if you're hesitant to upgrade to the new version, I'll walk you through the process manually. If you haven't installed your TLS, head on over to John's video for installation on the 4x8, the 4x4 AltMills, as well as how to mount the TLS to your LongMill or a third-party machine. As always, our videos work hand in hand with our resources. The videos may go out of date, so review the resources for the latest information. Links in the description below. All right, let's dive into it. There's a couple of housekeeping items we need to do first. Be sure to use gSender 1.6.2 or 1.6.3. Version number is in the top left corner. You can download the latest version from the link below. Previous versions of gSender don't support our TLS. If you're using 1.6.3, you don't have to do the firmware check. If you're using gSender 1.6.2, confirm your firmware version, then move on to the manual setup. gSender 1.6.2 users will check the firmware version of your controller. Click the machine information button at the top beside the word idle. Your firmware version is located here. Write this down, as manually setting up the TLS will be different between different firmware versions. gSender users with 1.6.3 can use the TLS setup wizard. With your TLS installed on our installation video, we're going to walk you through the new TLS wizard. Before we get started with the software, install the longest bit you have. This will be useful in the following steps. Next, open gSender, connect to your machine, and then home your machine. Click on Tools, Accessories, and finally, Sienci TLS. When you first open the wizard, you're met with the tool change options. The default behavior is to prompt for the first tool. This is our recommended setting, don't change it. Click Apply, then click Next. Below the drop-down menu is a short explanation of which each behavior has. Next, we'll set the TLS position. The reason for installing the longest bit from your arsenal is to correctly set the spindle Z height for all tool changes. Using the jog buttons in the top corner, move the spindle to the TLS. Locate the bit roughly in the center of the TLS plate. Lower the spindle so the bottom of the bit is about 1/2 inch to 1 inch above the TLS. Or for us up here in Canada, 12 to 25 millimeters. You can have the spindle set to the top, but it increases the probing time. Click Set Position. This will grab the location of the spindle. Every time a change is initiated, the spindle will move here. Now the software knows where to move for probing. We need to set the location for tool changing. In 1.6.3, it's already preset for you, but what you have to do here is jog the machine using the controls into the top corner to a location near the front of the machine. I recommend keeping the bit over the spoil board so if the bit falls out, it won't fall to the floor and break. Unlike the TLS position, you want the spindle to be at the top of the gantry. The reason for this is to remove any dust shoes and just have extra space underneath for changing your bit. Click Set Position, and then Next. The setup is now complete. First thing you'll do is install your largest bit into the router or the spindle, and then home your machine. It's important to use the correct settings for your firmware version. Firmware that starts with 2026 or higher, example 2026 05.2.5 or 03.18, invert probe inputs will be probe enabled, tool setter enabled. The green probe TLS indicator should not be green. All other firmware versions will have the invert probe input set to probe enabled and tool setter disabled. The green probe TLS indicator should be red. Next, jog the machine over the center of the TLS and lower its spindle so its bit is about 1/2 inch to 1 inch or 12 to 25 millimeters above the TLS. You don't need a lot of space above the sensor. Open the config tool and select the tool changing from the column. Change the gSender strategy to the fixed tool sensor. Apply these settings. Now we're going to grab the location of the spindle above the TLS. Click the grab button in the fixed sensor location. We'll change the first tool behavior to prompt for first tool. These are our recommended settings. Now we'll change the tool change location. This should be somewhere close to the front of the machine. Unlike the setting, the tool length sensor position, you'll drag the sensor to the top of the machine. And in gSender, click Set Tool Change Location. Then grab the location in the manual tool change. Apply these settings, and then go to the spindle laser tabs. We want to adjust these settings to be sure the spindle has enough time to slow down. Spindle laser controls toggle on, spindle on delay set to 11 seconds, spindle off delay set to 11 seconds. Apply these settings, and then power cycle the board using the power slide switch at the back. Reconnect in gSender. Thanks for joining me today on this deep dive into setting up your TLS. Don't forget to use our resources with the video for the most up-to-date information. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.